Welcome back to the Rooted in Real Health Summit. I am so thrilled to have you with us for another powerful and perspective shifting conversation. This series is all about peeling back the layers of what real health is, not just what's on the surface, but what's also at the soul level. And today's guest takes us straight to the core of healing. Camina Fullwood is a master of energetic transformation, and she's the visionary behind Soul Flow, a groundbreaking system for deep recalibration of mind, body, and energy. And through her signature method, she helps high-performing women stop chasing wellness protocols and finally live from alignment. Her clients are often the ones who've tried it all: clean eating, supplements, mindset work, and are still feeling off. Camina's work goes to the root, clearing unseen energetic imprints, restoring flow to the nervous system, and reconnecting you to your vitality, intuition, and soul-led power. Wow, Camina, welcome, and I'm really grateful to have you here with us today.
Such a pleasure.
Now, I always love to start with a little bit about you and your story. What was the moment where it all opened up for you and you actually moved to the work that you're doing?
Like many of us, I started by trying to do health. I was a national martial arts champion in my teens, and I was obsessed with performance, discipline, and ticking all the boxes. And later I got into clean eating and detoxes and different therapies, all of it. But underneath, I was still running on burnout, still disconnected, and still chasing my worth. So there was a turning point where my body just gave up. I had chronic symptoms that no doctors could explain. And when I realized I wasn't just physically tired, it was my energy system that was misaligned. So I was living in survival, not soul alignment. And that's what cracked me open into doing the deeper energy work. I was struggling to stand up for longer than 10 minutes without being in pain. My back was just in so much pain. And so all of that eventually led me to creating Soul Flow, and which is all about recalibrating your entire system, not just managing your habits.
Yeah. And I really resonate with what you say, because how many times do we go to the doctor? How many of you in the audience, I'm speaking to you, how many of you have gone to the doctor because something is off and yet the doctor can't explain it?
I've had so many clients get all the tests done, and doctors are still like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hear that all the time as well. And I know that you say eat, sleep, heal, repeat, why nothing works until your energy flows. And I know that's what hits the hardest, because so many people feel like they're doing everything right, but nothing is shifting. And I would love for you to talk about why is that? I think it's so important.
It's such an important question because it's like you said, it happens so often and it's frustrating as hell. What's going on is healing isn't just about inputs. You can eat the cleanest food, take all the supplements, journal all night, do your meditations, but if your energy system is blocked, your body is trying to heal with the brakes on. So what it's like having a state-of-the-art car, but the engine's flooded. So most people are treating symptoms without realizing there's energetic static. And what that is, old emotional imprints, nervous system dysregulation, or things like inherited trauma. So that's all hijacking the body's ability to self-regulate, because the body naturally can heal itself. So you've got to ask, why isn't it doing that? So when we clear that, the things you are doing start working again. So they're all important. It's important to nourish yourself, but you've got to remove those energetic blocks. And when you do, that's when the momentum kicks in.
Yeah. And I've been studying nervous system regulation myself. It's one of the things that I'm going to say it landed on my lap. I didn't seek it out. But what's really interesting, because I believe that food is the foundation as the starting block, but I also hear lots of people say, oh, I'm eating really clean. And yet things aren't changing. And I know that was part of what you were feeling as well. But if our nervous system is not regulated, if it's then that's going to actually cause us to have that inflammation that's causing us to have those chronic diseases.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. And one of the things that I hear a lot is that I'm so exhausted, I don't even know why. And I know that it's not because people are lazy. They're usually doing a lot. But can you speak to how those hidden energy blocks or the survival mode wiring might be what's behind all of this kind of being exhausted all the time?
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably one of the most common things, like you said. But the truth is, exhaustion isn't always about how much you're doing, it's about how much you're carrying. So, unconscious energy leaks like people pleasing, over responsibility, suppressed emotions, or looping thoughts. So, they drain you just as fast as lack of sleep. So when the body is constantly scanning for danger, because that's what it does when it keeps us awake, or holding unprocessed energy, it never fully rests. That's why I teach people to reset their field and reclaim their energy before even trying to push through. So it's that old story of people go from problem to solution. And there's a middle step, a really important middle step that's missing: problem, feel, solution.
And I don't know, you talk about some of those things that we're carrying, people pleasing. Oh my gosh. I know all about that myself. And so many women carry that with them as well. That just that,
I
that
don't think it's specific to women. I think
I
it's a
know
really big problem across the board.
it is a big problem. The audience, typical audience is women that I speak to. So I know women do, but I also know some men that have been sucked into the people pleasing as well. And it's not just the people pleasing, it's all those other things that you also mentioned. They're just so prevalent in our work. But let's get to the energy work. And that kind of can feel like it's a little bit of a mysterious thing to people who are new to it. I would love for you to break down what that nervous system recalibration or energy reset actually looks like through your soul flow method.